I like orange blush. Orange blush on dark skin. If you don't know, now you fucking up, okay? If you're a dark skin, if you're my skin or darker, I need you to run and go get orange blush because orange blush looks beautiful on our skin. Look, the way that I moan and the way that I look is the way that I look, okay? That school is overrated. And not everybody should be in that bitch, okay? Not even talking about just vegan stuff. Like, yo, you are what you eat, so just be mindful of the things that you put into your body, okay? Be mindful of the type of meat that you put into your body, okay? And I'm not just talking about pork. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can see, I'm not in the bathroom, which is where I usually would film a get ready with me. My sister's using the bathroom right now. She's taking a shower. She takes forever, and I don't have all day to film this YouTube video, so I'm like, you know what, let me just get this video started, and I'm just gonna film in my room. Okay, so this is not the place where I want to film it, but I mean, you know, the windows are open. I have a lamp shining at my face this way, so I guess lighting is cool or whatever. And that's really all that matters, you know, in terms of like makeup location, right? So yeah, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with this get ready with me. I wanted to film a get ready with me that's kind of like also sharing my unpopular opinions, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have my unpopular opinions here on my phone, and I'm just gonna kind of, you know, talking about it, listing them off while I do my makeup. I mean, this is gonna be pretty much a drugstore type of get ready with me. I'm using my e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. This is a great dupe for the Milk. This is a great dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Let's just go ahead and get started with the unpopular opinions, shall we? Sexual performity for women. Basically, okay, so you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and like read, because I already like have them written down in my notes, so I'm just gonna read it, and then I'm gonna try to like explain it and make sense of what I mean, and then, you know, go into it, right? So number one, sexual performity for women. Fuck that. Just worry about your nut. Reference to Lovers and Friends podcast with good moms, bad choices episode. Okay, so just to bring that up, I remember I was watching a podcast one day with Shan Boudrum. She is a like sex life coach, I think. And she has a podcast, and she was doing an episode with these other two women that also have a podcast called Good Moms, Bad Choices. And basically they were talking about how when it comes down to the bedroom, women are more like subconscious in their head about like performing and like making sure that they, you know, they look cute when they're having sex, that they sound cute, like, you know, they're moaning cute. Like, it's just like we just think about things in terms of like how we look and how we're perceived while we're having sex, and so we're more in our head about those things, and we're not really focused on getting our nut off or enjoying the experience at all. Basically, my unpopular opinion is like, fuck that shit, just worry about your nut. And not just worry about your nut, let me rephrase that, because that's what I wrote down, but worry about your nut also. I think that when we do get into our heads about, you know, performing and stuff like that, we're more so, you know, in our head, and we're trying to please the other person, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to make sure that they get their nut off, and we just completely disregard our own nut, you know what I mean? Basically, like, my unpopular opinion would be just to, like, you know, make sure that you're also not, just make sure that you're not in your head about, like, you know, while you're having sex. Like, make sure that you're also enjoying yourself, and that, you know, like, just get out of your head about like how you sound, how you look, you know, really just get in tune about how you feel, you know what I mean? Really get into that sacral chakra. How do you feel? That's where sex is, right? That's where the chakra of creativity, right? Just get into about how you feel. Like, don't worry about how you look, because ultimately, like, I think that there's also this thing that women do where we fake orgasms, right? Because we just want to please the man, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna fake orgasm, you know what I mean? And we're so caught up about like not orgasming because we don't know how we actually look when we're really ready to release, that we're like, you know what, let me just play it safe and just fake it. That's some bullshit right there. Don't do that shit, you know what I mean? Like, we have to care about our nuts as well. The society that we live in, like, you know, sex sells, and women are the sellers of it, if you will. Men, sure, they definitely have a big thing to do with how sex sells and why sex sells, but women are the, you know, like, tits and ass. That's what sells, not dick. If we're being completely quite honest and completely quite frank, right? Oh, it's hot in here. I just turned on the AC and it's not working. I'm gonna have to. So I'm sorry if y'all hear this, but it's hot. It's real hot. So I'm gonna have to like put that right here somewhere because I'm not about to be burning up. But we ain't doing that shit no more, y'all. Okay, sexual performativity is out. Okay, we're just, look, the way that I moan and the way that I look is the way that I look. Okay, oh, that's what I was getting at. Okay, so orgasms, right? I feel like men, like, you know how women, like, it's easy for us to fake an orgasm because it's nothing visual to show that you orgasmed, right? So my thing with that is like, I think that men are starting to get smart and they're starting to catch on, and not the fan just died, bro. That's why I got another one. You can't tell me I'm not a makeup artist. They're starting to get smart, okay? Men are starting to figure it out in terms of like when we're actually telling the truth in the bedroom, in terms of like if we nutted or not, or if we orgasmed or not. Especially if you've been with this person before, you've actually had a real orgasm. The next time that you guys have sex, they're gonna notice if, like, men, they know when it's real or not. Essentially what I'm saying is like, there's no need to lie anyway, because they're already starting to catch up, and we're starting to just like not give a fuck really. You know what I mean? Like slip up and just not really care. Like, I feel like there's no need to lie. Just be genuine in the bedroom, and 9 times out of 10 that will work out for the better, because you will actually be able to create a real relationship and a real connection with your sexual partner, right now I am using Maybelline foundation, Fit Me foundation in the shade 360 Mocha and for 340 Cappuccino. My second unpopular opinion is that sex isn't sacred anymore. Basically, the power of sex / creation is not sacred anymore. And I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. Like, you know, for a while now, society has promoted sex as just being a hobby, and it's not sacred anymore. You know, like, we have to understand that how we get here, okay? How you got here, how I got here. Oh wait, let me use my makeup brush. So, or, you know, nowadays it's like you transplant, you know, you don't necessarily have to do that. You can just, as long as the egg and the sperm come together and produce you, right? That's what we're talking about. So, I just feel like it's just not sacred anymore. And I think that we gotta change that. Like, we have to start getting back to caring about, like, respecting sex, respecting body parts, just respecting, just not making like a woman's physique, not let that be a sex symbol. You know what I mean? Like, she's so much more, a woman is so much more than how she looks and how she's able to perform in the bedroom. And a man is so much more than the dick that he gives. You know what I mean? Than the performativity. There's that word again that I've made up. Than the performity that he's able to deliver with his dick, right? Okay, so I forgot to color correct, which is what I usually do with my orange shade. This is from the NYX palette. I've had this palette for a long time, but this is the color correct NYX palette, right? I usually color correct with that orange shade, but I forgot to do that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take my e.l.f. Camo concealer matte finish, and I'm just gonna you know, use this to color correct the areas that I would have color corrected. And this is in the shade Rich Chocolate. Now I'm going to use my other e.l.f. concealer. This is the Satin Finish Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon. Okay, so the next unpopular opinion is you are what you eat. I mean, yeah, I mean, really. Like, growing up, I had a mom that was very much so into, like, you know, healthy, health conscious things, and, like, you know, making sure that we ate our fruits and veggies and, you know, all of the things, right? So I got this, you know, I'm sure everyone heard this growing up, you are what you eat. But I mean, not just down to, like, if you eat a donut, then you're gonna be fat. But like, there are chemicals and certain pesticides and all of the crazy things that go into donuts that affect how you think. Not just, so what I'm getting at is food doesn't just affect you physically, right? There are things that affect you down to the scientific level. I think that a lot of people, we are just kind of like, we don't really care about that stuff. You know, as long as it tastes good, then that's all I really care about, you know? But that's all I'm really gonna irritate. As long as it tastes good, then I'm cool with the extra bullshit that it's gonna put into my body, that's gonna go into my body, you know what I mean? And I think that that's not cool. Like, we should really start having more, just like, be more in control of your diet. Just because it tastes good doesn't mean that it's good for you. And not just physically, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Food affects people down to a microcellular level, okay? i.e., it can affect how your kids come out. You know what I mean? What you eat in this lifetime can affect how your children come out, and that could affect how their kids come out, etc., etc. So basically what I'm saying is food is very generational. Like, it has everything to do with generational, like, you know, how you feed yourself affects down like 2 to 3 generations down the line, unless they decide to make a change, you know what I mean? But it definitely affects generations down the line. So yeah, like, you are what you eat in terms of that. America especially, like, just has like a horrible diet plan for Americans. You know what I mean? Like, that little food pyramid shit that we learned growing up in like elementary school or whatever, that is complete load of crap. Like, we should not be eating any dairy, any cheese. Our meat intake should be so much lower than what it is now. Like, we eat meat like bacon. Like, think about it. Bacon in your breakfast sandwich. Lunchtime, you're eating chicken. Dinner time, you're eating steak. In between that, you have snacks with chicken and whatever in it. Like, we consume so much meat. That's just not, like, we just consume too much. We normalized it, especially with the school system, how, you know, they taught it to us thinking that it was normal, but it's not. So that's my little vegan rant. But like, not even talking about just vegan stuff, like, yo, you are what you eat. So just be mindful of the things that you put into your body. Okay, be mindful of the type of meat that you put into your body. So that's why it's so important to really, like, monitor what you eat, you know, because it really affects you down to a microcellular level, which can affect not just you in your lifetime, but the lifetimes that come after you if you do decide to have children. Okay, This is the True Complexion Black Radiance Cream Contour Palette, medium to dark, and I'm going to take this shade to contour slash bronze up my face with. And this is the e.l.f. Techniques Expert Face Brush. It looks like this. I love this stuff. This brush is my favorite brush for blending out. I mean, I use it to just like apply, to blend out and apply bronzer slash concealer. Slash contour. But this is a really great brush for like applying foundation all over your face. Just FYI. Before that, I realized that I was talking, so let me kind of like explain. This is a random ass angled brush. I like to use angled brushes when I apply foundation and stuff. I don't know why, it just makes it easier to apply. So I like to use angled brush, and this is from like an Amazon makeup brush pack, like, you know, set. So yeah, you are what you eat, like, you know. But also, so I wrote this down. Also, like, you are what you eat, so be mindful of that. But don't be too hard on yourself, you know. Don't be too hard on your diet. Like, don't be too hard on, like, you're still supposed to enjoy life, you know. Like, you're still supposed to enjoy the goodness of life. Just make sure that, you know, like, even like us vegans, like, there's vegan chocolate chip cookies, you know, like there's shit like that, you know, that you're supposed to enjoy. So enjoy it, like, enjoy life. Lately, I've been going ham on the contour and the blush because it's summertime. So, you know, I'm usually a little more darker, so I gotta make sure that, you know, I match with the times. You know, my makeup matches with the times, if that makes sense. I'm gonna apply a little bit more concealer to highlight. Now I'm gonna take this color. This is the matte finish e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Caramel, and I'm just gonna put the tiniest dot underneath my eye, and I'm gonna blend that out to kind of brighten up my highlight. Definitely gonna also work this on top of my eyes as well. Like I said, I'm really allergic to makeup. I don't even know why. I like makeup because I'm allergic to it. It's a way for me to express my creativity. Alright. Go ahead and set this with some setting powder. Y'all know I love my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. It's amazing. From darker skin tone. I don't really like to bake. Well, it depends on the person that I'm doing makeup for. But on myself, I don't really like to bake. I think it just looks better if I pat it into my skin and then I dust it off. So my last unpopular opinion is that school is overrated. And not everybody should be in that bitch, okay? You know, high school, we're kind of forced, you know, elementary, middle school, that's fine. But when it comes down to college, right, I feel like college is kind of overrated, especially nowadays when everybody's their own entrepreneur. Everybody is, you know, starting up their own makeup, you know, business, candle business, whatever business. School is not really a prominent factor in your success in life. Okay, depending on what you want to do, it does look good in general just to say I have a degree, like, oh yeah, I have a degree, whatever, but it really depends on the field that you're in, because what is really about it, what really is important is experience, right? An employer will hire somebody who has years of experience but no college degree over somebody who has a college degree and is having an experience, because their time is money and they feel like they don't have time to train, you know, somebody on how to do the job. They just want you to know how to do the job. When it comes down to school and stuff, I feel like it just the value of a college degree is just not as high or as respected, I guess, as much as it was back then in like early 2000s and the 90s, etc. I feel like the value of a college degree is kind of going down, especially because the reality of like college is expensive, right? And it's only getting more and more expensive, and inflation is only getting more and more inflated, right? So, and people like there's nothing to combat that, you know. There's a huge increase in income, you know, that's pay raises across the country. That's not happening. So people are just like, you know, not only am I like, I don't even think school or going to college is like, that's not even what I want to do. Like, I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to be in an office that requires me to have a degree or anything like that. Like, I want to do like fucking paint. I want to do art. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need a degree for art necessarily, right? Or things in that, and like creative fields or even entrepreneurial fields. Like, you don't really need a degree. I think it's really about the experience and the expertise. And you know, I can have a degree and I could not be committed to working at a place, and somebody else cannot have a degree and they could be 100% committed, you know, to working there, you know what I mean, and working at a place and, you know, building their skills there, experiences there, whatever. So I feel like just the value of a college degree is not as, you know, not as high as it used to be. But I'm gonna stop right there in terms of that, because I'm actually gonna do another video on like just school, my thoughts on the education system, especially in America, like my thoughts on college, you know, now that I've just graduated college, well, I've been graduated. And yeah, I just wanted to do like a whole video on like my college experience and, you know, just tips and tricks to incoming college students and, you know, all of the things regarding the education system and college and things like that. So that's going to be in another video. And to do my eyebrows, I am using this In the Buff palette. Shout out to Beats by Deb's Cosmetics. She has this amazing palette, and I'm using this shade right here, dark chocolate. Wait, no. It's called Burnt Umber. This one next to it is called Hot Chocolate. But this one is in Burnt Umber, and I'm using that to fill in my eyebrows. Something is telling me to do a pop of color. So you know what, I'm going to listen and do the pop of color. My Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eye pencil in the color Deep End. It's like a turquoise. It's coming more blue on camera, but it's like a more green in person, like a turquoise. Y'all, these lashes are literally perfect. They're super natural. They're just the right amount of natural that I wanted. For my eyes, I just decided to add a little pop of blue for the eyeliner and then just do some highlight. I have the same highlight that's on my nose, the same highlight that's in my inner corners. Pretty much it for the eyes. And then I just did like a little wash of like a soft brownish color on top of my eyelids, just to sort of like, you know, have a neutral brown on my eyelids, but still not look like I have anything on my eyelids in terms of like eyeshadow. You know what I mean? Now I'm just gonna line my lips. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna take my NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick. I've had this lipstick for a very long time. It's in the color Corset. It's like the perfect, like, nudish, like pink, but like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's a very bland pink. Like you can just see it, you know what I mean? But it's great for if you blend it in with any type of brown. It looks really good. This is the look. I'm happy with it. Okay, lips is done. Let me zoom out. Everything looks good. I love my makeup. Oh, almost forgot. Blush. I like orange blush. Orange blush on dark skin. If you don't know, now you fucking up, okay? If you're a dark skin, if you're my skin or darker, I need you to run and go get orange blush because orange blush looks beautiful on our skin. This one looks like the right shade of orange I'm aiming for. Blush, like I said, y'all, I was not a fan of blush before, bro. Like, I was not a fan. Like, it just wasn't my forte. Like, I was like, black women, we don't blush naturally, so it just kind of like, why are we applying blush? But when you think about makeup, like, nothing, like, this isn't the natural look of my, this is not the natural color of my lips, right? So it's like, fuck that. Like, what do you mean, you know, black women, we don't blush naturally, so I can't wear blush? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So once I got over that stupid shit, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get back into blush. Shout out to the girlies who was killing blush, and I was like, ooh, I gotta try that because your skin look good. Your makeup look good. So, and yeah. Okay, period. Yeah, y'all like it. I know y'all like it. It's cute, okay? Real simple, okay? But real fucking cute, period. Okay, so makeup, right? Y'all just saw me do that, okay? This t-shirt dress, I'm not too sure what it says on there. I think it says animal. Anyway, it's a fucking tiger on my shit. This is the look. It has rips on the bottom as well. Like, not just right here. Cute t-shirt dress. I'm on my period, so like I want to be cute, but I want to be comfortable. You feel me? So I feel like this is like the perfect selection. Alright, y'all, so my camera just died, so I'm recording on my phone. But this is the look. Okay, let me go ahead and step into the light. Alright, and that's about it for this video, guys. I hope you guys like this. Get ready with me. I'll catch y'all in my next